Hello there, ladies and gentlemen of that humble internet. Welcome back to another exciting episode of Winds of Change as we get closer and closer to the end. Because after this Coliseum stuff, I think we're just gonna... It's gotta go straight into the final battle. I don't know of any other side trip we could possibly be taking. Unless there's, secretly another 72 hours of this game. This is like a 175 hour long game, and the first 40 hours is visual novel plot dump before it opens up into this open world JRPG type stuff. If that happens, I don't know what I'm going to do, but it's gonna happen. We're going here. I entered the Coliseum and quickly scanned the area for my friends. I would love to know the intricate and detailed background behind the entirety making of both these games. I've done too much now and become too invested, and too much time sunk into them for this channel not to know the making. A massive flame burns in the center of the room, making the heat even worse. I wonder why they do something like that. This place confuses me sometimes. Draku's nowhere to be seen. Perhaps he's already in the private room. It reminds me of my one supervisor at work who's she's like the opposite. She'll turn the temperature in the room down to 50, and then she'll still turn on a fan pointed directly at her. And she just looks at me, she just looks at me and smirks. It's like, you're doing this on purpose. It's like, why? She taunts me with this. She taunts me with the actual cold! I have to counter with my heat. Where was I? Oh yeah, I was playing a video game. In quotations. I noticed Valesso forcing and Hal standing far away from the flame. No sign of anybody else, though. I decided to approach them and ask what's up. What the heck was that noise in my house? Oh my lord. Please let the... Okay, sounds like they're done. Okay. No sign of anybody else, though. I decided to approach them and ask what's up. They turn to me and smile, while Hal shows the face of complete indifference.
I can't believe how cool this place is. Too bad I can't actually enjoy it. I'm super stressed. I'm really worried that we might lose somebody today.
I feel like that's unavoidable.
Have we actually worked out who's fighting? I mean, which of our members are joining Draku's reserve forces? The leader and the champion we know, but what about everyone else?
I mean, I'll go do it. I mean, if you're making me your temporary monarch, and yes, I'm using the word temporary, I don't care what the hell y'all think otherwise, I'm not going to send other people to go fight. I'm going to get in there and get my hands dirty myself. Anyone else who wants to come along, they're more than willing. I'd appreciate it. But what kind of leader, what kind of military leader would just sit in the stands and then cheers? No! This is super important! I'm getting my ass in there! Hal steps forward.
Ulrich fights with Vivian. Pro fights with Draku. Vivian's reserve forces are part of his own army. Draku's reserve forces will borrow from our army. We believe using our created seers will be the best idea.
Really?
We wouldn't want to put any of our main members at risk. If we win, our allegiance will make this sacrifice worthwhile.
Can any of these created seers actually fight other than hopefully knowing 3 seconds in advance where someone's going to swing their sword?
This will also give Draku's side an incredible boost in strength. We will need every advantage possible if we want to win this battle. But we should avoid killing our own. Focus on Vivian's life, Monarch.
Yeah. Luckily, the only person we would have to worry about is Ulrich. But I feel like hopefully Ulrich will just want to go straight for Draku. He looks at me.
As for Valessa's question, The Monarch will fight among Draco's reserve forces. It is important for a leader to fight for their beliefs. No delegation at times like this. This means that several of our key members will be put in harm's way.
I'm applauding how whatever point game I was playing in the last episode or two, he just won. He just won it. He just won it. He just won it. He just won it. My actual frickin' words, straight out of my mouth, coming forth from his muzzle.
It may be impossible for us to avoid the loss of our reserve forces, but we may be able to win without losing any of our comrades. We must simply focus on the lives of Vivian and Draco.
He crosses his arm, speaking sternly. If it was more of a demand than a request.
Do your best to kill Vivian before any harm can come to Pro or Ulrich. We have the option to mitigate our losses, so we must take it.
Fully agree. We gotta bum rush that dude. We gotta bum rush the man with the name of a woman. No pressure or anything like that.
So you'll be safe, Hal? Along with myself and Fortum? What about Domik? He ran off with Pro and Ulrich.
I suppose we'll find out. We should head to the private rooms and prepare. The battle will be starting in a matter of minutes.
Domik ran off with both of the champions? That's odd. I guess they've been close friends for a long time, though. Perhaps he just wants a chance to say goodbye to them. The odds of survival for everybody involved were less than stellar. But there was nothing we could do. Everything was put into place.
Let's go ask him ourselves, Monarch. This whole ordeal is kind of confusing. For a while, I was scared I'd have to fight.
I mean, you are more than welcome to join in on the fun.
Yeah, same. And I was really worried. But now I feel bad that I'm just going to watch. This whole situation is so messed up.
You are more than willing to join in. You two realize that when we get to the final battle, you both are probably going to have to fight, right? Valissa, honey, hold on. Boop. Do you actually know how to use that bow that has been strapped to your back for the entirety of this game?
It is less than ideal, yes, but we cannot change our circumstances. Let us gather together for last-minute preparations. Only by preparing for the coming storm can we avoid tragedy. If we stand here any longer, the odds of losing our comrades will grow. Do not let the enemy get the upper hand. That has happened enough.
He points to a nearby staircase that must lead to the private room. Yeah, everything was happening so fast, I could use a few moments to plan. One last team huddle before the fight would help. We need to minimize our losses. We need to make it through this without losing Pro, or Ulrich, or with as few of the no-names as possible. Man, here's something you gotta know about me. This is why I know I would make a terrible military leader. Whenever I play an RTS game, I remember back when I used to play like a Conflict Zone on my Dreamcast. Oh my god, there's a game that needs to come to Steam. Holy shit. All the units that you would spawn, obviously like no names, right? I would try everything possible to keep any soldiers from getting killed. I would want to overwhelm the enemy, of course, and like just defeat them, but at the same time, and this has happened in every RTS game I've ever played, I would feel so bad every time someone under my command got killed. If I did this differently, maybe that person, maybe that... And it's just sprites. It's just, like, make-believe characters. I shouldn't be feeling that. But I do. That's how I know they would not give me command of anything in real life. That's how I know. If such a thing is possible, then we'll find out how to do it. And if it's not, well, I honestly don't know what I do. There's like... Shoot, there's like 2 heart-to-hearts here. Oh, okay. First, Hal. Howl's heart-to-heart, number 3. Howl stands in the middle of the Coliseum lobby, staring deep into the flames. Looks like he's lost in thought. He's whispering to himself, but I'm unable to discern the words. I take slow, cautious steps toward him, curious as to what he's doing. But like always, he reacts before I can initiate the conversation.
We knew you'd be there, Monarch.
Okay. Take a few steps back and cross my arms. He turns to face me and looks into my eyes.
A few steps backward, as always. But away from what? Do you fear us? No, you mustn't. You still choose to talk with us. Join us, and we shall look into the flames together. Like our vision, it is always changing, never the same. We've thought about this a lot since we talked on the boat.
Turns back to face the flames, and I stand by his side. Together we look into the flames, with the heat assailing us. It feels almost unbearable at first, but I soon get used to it.
I know what you're feeling, Monarch. We felt the same when our vision first went astray, but now we find ourselves asking, is it actually astray? Seeing both the future and the past, is it really bad? For example, we see Draku win the battle, but also Vivian. We see Pro fall, and Ulrich fall. We even see a future where you fall. Instead of seeing only ahead, we see in every direction. It is almost like a natural evolution to the power we hold. If we can learn to control this, it would be a tremendous boon. The same goes for the visions of the past. Different outcomes, different information, secrets revealed. What if we could search these alternate paths for information?
This man literally lives in... what's the word I'm looking for? Awareness that he's in a visual novel game that allows him to see different save files. Oh my god. Just like Aoi. Oh my god, my adventures are blending into each other again.
Let us look at the attack on the Rebel HQ in Mazio. Perhaps a past exists where Damak found out about it. Not useful now, but I think you see what we're suggesting.
Makes sense. He sees alternate versions of the past. Perhaps visions exist where information comes to light early. If he could learn to control this power, it would help us tremendously. For example, what if a past exists where we didn't bother with Island Rithia? He could search through memories of our attack on Balteus and glean information. Perhaps we've even made it far enough to learn the Triumvir's true identity. But unless he could control this power, it would be useless to speculate. It hurts my head just to think about, but I've seen alternate futures firsthand. I have to consider the possibility of alternate pasts as well. It stands to reason. There's no real explanation for either, so both were oddities. The old monarchy had the power of visions, but where did they come from? Hal turns to face me, the flames illuminating his differently colored eyes.
We wish to try to master this ability before the final battle. If we can gain any useful information, it would aid our attack on Balteus, especially if it can help us uncover any traitors within our ranks.
Oh, shoot. Okay, so he suspects that. Okay. Fun. Traitors?
The more we think about it, the more it makes sense. In the Rebel HQ, you were as lambs to the slaughter. The Triumvirate must have been tipped off somehow.
There's that Shane character.
Rest assured that if there is a traitor, we will find them. After that, their fate and punishment is yours to decide. It is unlikely that Shane is the only turncoat among you.
I don't need that laid on me, dog. Oh, shoot. Was that horribly racist because he is like a dog guy? Oh, jeez. Look, I'm new. I'm new here. The thought fills me with fright.
Bro even walks along the path of disloyalty, siding with Draku. And making things more complicated, we will keep a closer eye on him. He's most Suspicious.
Then there's that vision of him apparently stabbing me. I must admit, Pro's actions did confuse me. In fact, everybody in Allenrithia confused me. They treat this Colosseum business like afternoon tea. Like all this death is just a daily occurrence for them. At least it kept them introverted. The Triumvirate would like that. Those focused on fighting themselves would be less inclined to rebel.
There is more to this story than we know. We hope that in the end, an alliance is formed. We would prefer to leave this nation as soon as possible.
Yeah!
An endless cycle of death, creating strength. Each leader falls to someone stronger than themselves. Through death and sacrifice, Alerinthia gains power. We would prefer to gain power through other means. When you rule this world, Monarch, please consider this. Do not walk down a path similar to the Triumvirate.
I mean, I'm trying to go along that by not subjugating everyone under one banner, but, you know, I don't want to stick around.
Is a prime example of their nature. They kill others to gain strength, to ensure they rule. It would pain us to see you become like that. It truly would.
He stares at my sword on my back.
Because you may follow after them without even knowing it. For now, that is all we have to say. There are no other concerns. Next time we talk, perhaps more will have come to light. At least, we hope.
Right. Step away, taking his hint. I can see how mastering his new visions would be helpful. But if any traitors are revealed, it would be devastating. These are alternate paths, he said so himself. What if someone is a traitor only in some far-off past? We could end up punishing somebody innocent and loyal. His words are as cryptic as ever, especially about cycles. I know I wield the Triumvirate's blade, but I am not like them. The cycle of death and tyranny would end by my hand alone. I look back over my shoulder and he's still staring into the flames. Every time I talk to him, he tells me something new about his powers. As we approach our final battle, however, he must be more rushed than ever. If there was any secrets to be learned, I trust that he could do it. But as always, a few major questions find themselves at the top of my list. Who was the Triumvirate? Why did they require purity? Are there any traitors? It seemed that Hal would be the key to solving all of these mysteries and more. Oh, so if I'm going pure, not corrupt, does that mean I'm becoming evil? Huh. Am I the villain? The power that he saw was a curse was now turning into a bountiful source of hope. That was the miracle of changing views. Your curses and your faults become strengths. And if there was anything that would carry us to victory, it would be finding that inner strength. Neat. That happened. This party banner is due to my relationship... That's a strong word, but okay.
Hey, Valessa?
Yeah? What's up?
I saw you dancing with the Monarch.
Oh, God. What have I done?
And...
Are you two a thing now?
Does it matter?
Well, I was just curious. It seemed pretty passionate from what I saw. Think you're gonna rule at the Monarch's side?
This is getting awkward.
I didn't even think of that, to be honest. But we all work together in Valinor, right? No matter what happens, I'm sure we'll make it work.
Of course, my queen.
He had to go there. He went there. He went there. He lives there now. I have to give the kid props. I have to give him some form of props. He's an asshole, but he has to get props. Someone smack him, though.
Whoa, hold on. Please don't call me that.
Why? You all call me fucking Monarch and I say don't do that!
Yes, Your Highness.
He still gets props. if I had to do that dumb point system again, Hal may have won. Fortame's kind of coming in as close seconds.
Fortem.
Oh, lighten up. I'm just messing around. I know you'd make a fine ruler. You're awesome.
Really?
Of course. And it's a real possibility, too. Dating the Monarch? Do the math, Valessa.
Oh, God. This is gonna be so awkward when I go home.
It's not that complicated. Every king needs a queen, right?
Really?
You fit the bill perfectly, don't you?
I can't answer that question. It would be pretty self-serving, wouldn't it?
A queen has no need to be humble, Valessa. Drink fancy tea, wear beautiful dresses, do it all. I just hope you don't forget about me when you're famous.
Someone needs to smack him really, really hard.
Fortem, I never forget about you. At the very least, you'd make sure of that. But we definitely need a royal advisor, right?
Are you suggesting what I think you're suggesting?
Well, we all worked together back in Valenworth. I don't see why it would be any different after the war. Imagine the three of us being rulers of the entire world.
You two, I'm going the fuck home. And then I'm finding a way to shoot that dog god from the last game for dragging me here.
Awesome!
Can I die now? Can I die now? Am I good to die? Let's go die. I'm off to march to my death now. The private room is small and cozy. One lone window provides a view of the arena. We're all able to fit inside without too much discomfort. Dominic seems to be meditating. Meditating. I'm an idiot. Mediating an argument between Ulrich and Pro. At least I admit that I'm an idiot. There's a book there that I bet I can read. They look in my direction as I enter, but quickly get back to business. Given the circumstances, it made sense that Ulrich and Pro were at odds.
Stop being so stubborn, Ulrich! We can do this without killing each other. Just focus on the leader. That's all you need to do.
I don't think you heard me the first time. There's nothing I won't do to secure victory.
He takes heavy steps towards Pro, backing him up against the wall.
That means if I have to kill you, I will. And there's no way you're going to convince me otherwise. The future of my nation is at stake. Your life means nothing to me.
Wow, that's wonderful! I'm gonna go see what business my family needs before. You two keep hashing this out, and I'll get right back to you. I'm just gonna keep talking so people know that I am actually walking away. Goodbye! Ba 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 ba. I'm only doing that to give myself, who's going to be editing that entire dead sequence out, knows when I'm actually coming back. Well, sorry about that. But my family gets worried when I don't eat. So, I went to eat. Right, your life means nothing to me. That's a line to come back to. Alright, he steps away, having made his point. Dominic interferes, getting in the way of Ulrich.
Look, we can figure something out. There's no need for either of you to die. I'll be fighting down there too, so...
Alright, cool. Everyone's getting their hands dirty. Ulrich quickly cuts him off.
Stop controlling everything, Dominic. This isn't even your army anymore. You need to start acting that way.
Wow. Doesn't mean he does nothing. I didn't ask for this shit, dude. I did not ask for any of this.
But...
No, this army belongs to the Monarch. He's the one that will be fighting down there. Besides, planning like that is against the rules.
What?
It's a fight to the death, no matter what. Conspiring to prevent that displays a lack of honor. I may want to overthrow this tradition, but I won't mock it.
What? Why? He tilts his head towards Draco, who stands in the corner of the room.
Mutual respect. That wasn't something I expected, Ulrich. There's nothing I enjoy more than an honorable opponent. It almost makes up for the attempt at crashing my ball.
My God, I can't hate this man! He smirks, a sinister look on his face.
But it doesn't mean I'll go easy on you. Where is Vivian, by the way? Did he run?
You know that's a stupid question. It seems like when you guys actually give a crap about security, you're on top of that.
No, he's in a separate room. Something about meditating before the fight. I leave him be until it's time to do this. Speaking of which, may I request some time with my comrades? If the battle is starting soon, then some farewells may be in order.
He looks at Pro as if his words were some sort of threat.
Of course. I didn't mean to intrude. As soon as you're ready, we will begin. I'll be in the lobby while I wait for you all.
Everyone's going to fucking die. Soon after, we're left alone. Just me. Just me and my comrades. A tense feeling permeates the air. Things were different now. Even if Ulrich and Pro survived, a rift had grown among our ranks. At this point in time, I wasn't sure if we could mend it. I gulp as I wait in silence and wait for someone to speak. It's Pro. He doesn't seem to be acting pretty sensible right now.
Okay, so let's go over this situation before the fight begins.
We're fucked.
We need to make sure we understand exactly what's going down. The upcoming alliance will ensure our attack on Balteus hits hard. I'm fighting alongside Draku as his champion. The fight is over if either him or myself fall in combat. Our reserve forces will consist of the created seers.
God, I wish there was literally anything better.
Monarch will also be among those reserve forces too. If he wins, then Draku will offer us his might to attack Balteus. If he loses, we get nothing. The pledge lies with him alone. If Draku wins, the nation will stay exactly the same. But if Vivian wins, he will lead Alarinthia in a new direction. Hopefully, one that allies itself with the new monarchy.
Yeah, just with the lack of the reinforcements. Pro crosses his arms.
Someone will die here today. Either Vivian, Draku, myself, or Ulrich. But these deaths will not be in vain.
Oh, they're probably going to be in vain.
They will give our army incredible strength. Their lives will help us reshape this world. Or mine. I'm ready to die for this too. We wouldn't stand a chance if we attacked Balteus on our own. An alliance is necessary, and this is the best way we can get it. One life taken here today is worth it to change all of Alestia. To finally take this world back from the Triumvirate, you must simply hope that the Monarch made the right choice. If there even is a right choice in this type of situation.
Oh, there was. And I probably missed it.
For example, our allegiance with Draku isn't guaranteed. If Vivian wins, he won't offer us his men. We sided against him. It's a real possibility since Ulrich is offering Vivian his strength.
Pro is, really taking charge here. It's impressive.
That about sums it up. Me, Ulrich, and the Monarch need to go to the arena. Everyone else will be given seats to watch us fight.
I mean, I think Dominic wants to join in, too. That was pretty a dumb thing for Ulrich to say.
If this is the last time I see you all, then goodbye. It was an honor serving you and fighting for freedom. I can only hope that you gain that freedom in the end.
He stops talking and stands in the corner of the room, saying nothing. Alyssa and Fortame are nodding, as if they understand the situation. I could tell they were confused before, so his explanation definitely helped.
I don't have much to say. I just wanted to get rid of Draku. I'm not very good at farewells either, so I won't waste your time. Good luck in the future, all of you. I hope to see you again.
Oh, it ain't happening, no. He gives us a slight bow before retreating into another corner. This leaves me with Hal, Dominic, Alyssa, and Fortin.
The created seers are already waiting by the arena. I'll take everyone to our seats so we can watch you fight. I guess it's on you now, Monarch. Head to the arena.
Okay, bye!
Do you really need to rush into it like this? Can't you take some time to prepare and train?
Dude, do you not see the misshapen army we've got here? So apparently our only reserve forces is me and 3 civilians we gave a dagger to share amongst them, who can maybe see a flash of something happening next week. Train. Whoever survives is fighting the Triumvirate after this. A large professional army.
That would be impossible. Alarinthia takes these battles very seriously. Delaying it would insult the honor of all participants.
Including me!
Screw honor then. I'm not ready to say goodbye just yet. There's still so much we need to do.
You can climb the bloody castle tomorrow. You're not the one fighting. I shake my head. There's no point in trying to delay this. Whatever happened, happened. Yeah, I wouldn't be the tipping point.
Then don't say goodbye. Simply hope that he survives this battle. Cheer him on from the sidelines. Support him.
I guess that's all we can really do. Things will work out for the best. I know it. We're due for some good luck by now.
Ha! I've been saying that about my own life for the past 20 years. Boop!
Should we go take our seats?
Yeah, we probably should. Monarch? Good luck.
Okay, goodbye! He smiles at me before leaving the room. I guess not treating this as a goodbye helped them. Whew! It made them feel great that they'd be seeing us all again. I wish I could guarantee that. I really do. Felissa, Fortane, and Howl soon follow suit. I'm left here with Ulrich and Pro, and they're silent. There's no point in bickering at the gates of death. Perhaps they simply accepted what's coming. This battle would start when I enter the arena. The battle that decided the fate of a nation. By extension, the fate of our entire world. This is the first time I felt the weight of my role. It's really just... someone animate this entire adventure. It would be like on the scale of Game of Thrones. Actually... no, you know what? It would be better than Game of Thrones. Game of Thrones ended shittily. Clace, you did a better Game of Thrones without me even seeing this ending. There, I said it. Take the bloody compliment. I'm the monarch. I'm shaping a world that I'll go on... I'm shaping a world that I'm leaving. That is, if I survive the battle in the Colosseum and Balteus. It was time to take charge. I'd go to the arena and end this. Whether I lived or died, I'd make my mark upon this world. There is a book here. It's probably this. Yeah! There's also a dagger. I go to touch it, but Pro quickly stops me.
Hey, don't touch that! It's mine!
The book?
Plan to use it during the upcoming battle. Never touch a weapon that's not your own.
I wanted the book. I apologize and set my sights to the book. It seems to be about the Grand Library in Balteus. Why the fuck is this here? Was somebody studying it?
The Grand Library.
Ooh.
Located in Balteus, the Grand Library is something of an anomaly. While many say it contains literature about Alestia's entire history, nobody has ever actually set foot inside. Rumors of a mysterious man tending to the books are rampant. Could such a collection really be under the watch of one individual? Furthermore, what are the books actually about? Members of the Triumvirate's honor guard ensure that nobody but this mystery man enters the library.
Mystery man?
But who could he be? Just what is the Triumvirate protecting?
We had a book dedicated to everything we know about the Grand Library. We know absolutely nothing about the Grand Library. Thank you. But I guess me being curious about the world around me let me know that there's some other character I've yet to see that might be important. Neat. What do you have to say? Ooh! Yeah, his fourth heart-to-heart. I approach Pro, who remains standing in the corner of the room. Looks like he's scared or nervous, but that's understandable. In mere moments, we'd be fighting for the future of our army. A few moments after my steps come to an end, Pro looks at me. Sorrow appears on his face, and it looks like he's filled with regret.
Look, I'm sorry for making things complicated.
That you did.
I've been getting looks from everybody. They hate me. I put my life at risk and foolishly offered our own army.
Yeah, you did.
We need that army for our final attack on Balteus. Everybody thinks I've condemned us to death, but it's not true. This situation is super complicated and their vision is so narrow.
So fill me in.
I wish this didn't have to happen right now. Especially after we've been growing closer as friends. I'm guessing that this is it for our friendship, isn't it?
Calm the fuck down. Oh, God! At least it's simple. Not like, calm the fuck down. You're fine. You gotta be kidding me with this other response.
Wait, seriously? Thank you. Oh, I was so scared you'd cut things off. I really value our bond, Monarch. I swear. I knew we'd be able to push through this. The fact that you sided with Draco convinced me. Even in all the confusion, we still see eye to eye. We can work together to take down Vivian, and we'll also work together to keep our forces safe. It's the best possible decision. I know it, you know it. I know this whole situation is really confusing. To be honest, I don't even know every little detail. But as long as we all trust each other, it'll work out.
Takes a few steps back. He takes a few steps, closing the distance between us. His eyes are filled with hope now. Stark contrast to moments ago.
Thank you so much, Monarch. I know there isn't much time, so we need to get going. But that's all I needed to talk about. I'm good to go.
Cool. You're totally gonna stab me in the future, aren't you?
After this battle, we'll have a long chat. There's so much I need to tell you, but I just can't right now. I promise that at the end of the day, this will all make sense.
Oh, thank God someone needs to make this sense. He smiles and makes his way out of the room. I guess it was time. The fight would finally begin. I'm glad that my bond with Pro could remain intact. Pro's loyalty scene will be available when you return to the mainland. Nice. Oh my God, so many of these loyalty scenes happening once we get back. Holy smoke. I wonder if that's what's going to end Act 4, and Act 5 is just a small series of talks and choices to end the game. It's like that's when the whole exploration thing ends, you know what I mean? What is my current time? I wish this didn't do that when I simply wanted to click on this other thing on my screen. Okay, never mind that. I guess I'll end it there. Simply because I have no idea what my time really is, because I stepped away to go do something. I know I said in the last episode, oh, we decide the fate of a nation, but that doesn't seem to be happening. I let the time get away from me. Who would have thought so much would have happened? It's not going to sit well with me. I can't. This episode's going to end, but the next one I'm starting right